Yippee-yay, there'll be no wedding bells for today. 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 they sing, oh, ain't you glad you're single? Jingle jangle. And that song ain't so very far from wrong. Jingle jangle.
Alright, it is Wednesday, and that means that we're going to do some more streaming. There we go. Hi, everybody. So yeah, I got some EVE Online planned for today, because I'm totally into that now. I looked up a couple of ways to stream that without giving away my position in the game, because apparently that's a thing. People look you up and then blow you up. And I might have found a solution for that. So let's test that out today. I made a new character. My main character has joined the EVE University, and they're not too keen on streaming. I mean, it's allowed, but like there's a lot of restrictions. So I figured I'd just make a new character and use that one for when I'm streaming. So that's going to be fun. Yeah. First off, hi Celestial. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Like it's a privilege to have you here. So, and also Alicia, I don't believe I've seen you before, have I? I mean, you're still very much welcome. So welcome to the stream. But I don't believe I've seen you before. But do stick around if you will. Let me turn on the music a little bit again. Hello, Cirrus. You left my corp, I feel forever sad. Okay, well that explains. I am so sorry. Yeah, I mean, I had to go to the EVE University. They made me an offer, and I kind of had to. What does Papa Hug do? That actually warns you a Papa Hug. I got a little stuffed animal over there, which is for my baby boy, and I usually just give that a hug because, you know, that's the best I can do from behind a computer screen. But it's there. I'd advise you to redeem a Papa joke, though. That's way more fun. But a Papa Hug is good, okay too. Alright, if you want it. I'll grab it. 1 second. Now, Celestra, I know that you're Dutch, so you might actually recognize this stuffed animal. For those of you that are not from the Netherlands, you might not, but if you recognize this, you actually get like 10 points. I love it. So, big Papa Hug. There you go. It's cute, huh? I love it. Diggy dick, yep. Which is horrible to say in English, by the way, now that I like, that doesn't mean something so different in in Dutch than what it does in English. Okay, note to self, never say that name again on stream. Anyways, let's get into the game, I guess. Yeah. I was thinking about some other thing that I needed to... No, oh wait, before I do actually. There was one thing that I still wanted to tell you guys. It isn't the stream title, but I actually bought my tickets for TWITCHCON today. They're on sale right now, starting today, like this afternoon they went on sale. So this is TWITCHCON Amsterdam, which will be on May 2nd and May 3rd. Now, I will be going, and I intend to go the 2 full days. However, my wife is currently pregnant, and she's expecting, well, we're expecting, around the 20th of April. So 20th of April, 2nd of May, that's kind of close to each other. So I had to talk with her, like, okay, so like family first, but I mean, is it possible? Is there a way that we can work it out? And we might have found a good division between, like, on one side family first, on the other side maybe having room to go to TWITCHCON. So if everything works out, I will be going to TWITCHCON, but I at least bought the ticket just to be sure. So if you guys are intending to come to TWITCHCON as well, you might just be seeing me over there. That being said, let's go and play some EVE with the new character that I made. Let me log in. TDDD. There we are. That's a glorious Tash. Thank you, Runewolf. Gonna do all the noob mistakes again. I mean, yeah, this is also like Caldari, and I haven't really played Caldari yet, so it's gonna be a different approach. I believe Caldari are missiles, right? So that's gonna be different than what I'm used to. Captain Realize is your first flight. Okay, yada yada yada. We should investigate. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Vessel is destroyed. Vessel is over here somewhere, isn't it? Noob mistake number one is thinking there's any difference in races. Well, I know that you can cross-train, but like at least to start out, there's a little bit of a difference, isn't there? Alicia, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the family. You have like 0 racial skills for free these days. Really? Rudolph, thank you so much for the follow, buddy. Welcome to the family.
There you go.
Oh, let's turn that one off. Aha! Yeah, because I do remember, and I've played Eve like way back. I had one account that I played like maybe like 20 days on or something, and I do remember a couple of things being different. And one of them was the fact that, like, you know, if you were this race, you had that specialization. If you were that race, you had that specialization, and you could cross train, but. Did you at least buddy invite yourself? No, I actually used the link from Runewolf because he was also streaming it and he was new and everything, and I was like, you know, why not? Alpha used to be locked to train their own race ships. Oh, really? Wow. So now you, I mean, you do have, like, you're still locked to certain ships and all that, right? But when you're Alpha. But when you go Omega, you have access to everything, of course. But as an Alpha, I feel you have a lot of freedom. There we go. Yeah, let's go and dock. That went away, thankfully. Locked to certain types of ships, yeah. Yeah, like the ore ships, for example. I believe that you can't fly when you're Alpha, right? Speaking of which, by the way, like this is... Alright, so yeah, that does count for all 3 of my characters. Because I am Omega, but that counts for all 3 of the characters then. Also, he looks terrible. I think I need to like redo his hair and everything. His face I'm okay with. The hair needs a little bit of a redo, maybe.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
There we go. Oh, you made it on the same account. Well, I mean, the 3 characters that I have right now are on the same account, but the one that I used like years and years back is another account entirely. Soda waste. Why? Navigate to your target district. We can do that. We don't need to, like, yeah, we can leave this here, of course, but it doesn't really matter. There we go. Hey everybody, Victor for me, and Elzia back in a moment. That's perfectly fine. Can't play them or train them at the same time. And you can't play them at the same time, but like maybe that's something for the future. Maybe, and then I'll make a new account and start from the bottom again. I don't particularly mind. Training them together, if I ever get to that point, There is an option to do that. I know that costs like extra plex, but I'm fine with that. For now, I'm new enough to just focus on one account with like this one for streaming then. But when I ever want to do like multi-boxing, I mean, then it's early enough to put some extra money in it. That's fine. But I understand your concern, because, you know, if I were to want to focus on multi-boxing at some point, I would need to have an extra account. Alright, let's approach them. It's a follow-up on this anyways. No. Costs basically the same amount as having a second account. Yeah, true. But then you have it neatly organized into one account. But we'll see. For now, I don't even intend to play like multiple characters. This one is like just for fun, extra. Once I actually want to seriously get into it, then I might still, you know, consider getting a second account. But for now, I don't have the time. Like I barely have the time to play one account, let alone two. I like the ship, by the way. Like, it's nice and small. What is this? Ibis. Okay. Let's put that into the inventory. Playing two characters on the same account takes more time than playing two characters at the same time on two different ones. Fair enough. Open the tutorial and claim the reward. Okay. Well, there's some money. I remember doing this for the first time. I was like, wow, that's 10,000 credits. That's a lot. And then I opened up the market. Yeah, Bob Housenix. Hey, Hunter. I am doing wonderful. How about you? Excuse me. Ouch. What game is this? Oh, look after yourself. I'll live. I try to, like, inhale my tea rather than drink it. That's not a good thing, is it? The closest tower. Okay. Let us orbit that at 5 kilometers, and let's move in. So what game is this? This game is EVE Online, which is a... I believe it's an MMO, right? I think it qualifies as an MMO. But it's in space, and it's a lot of fun, and it's different from all other MMOs because this is difficult. Now, the character that I'm playing right now is a new one that I freshly started. So yeah, but it's a lot of fun. And you might notice that there's like certain information on the screen that's a bit blurred out, and that's for my own safety because people do tend to stream snipe, unfortunately. So there are some things blurred out here and there. Also, I should probably start training something already. I believe there was one skill that they're going to ask for me at some point. I will see. There we go. Stream snipe has come find you. Yeah, what happens is that they'll look at my stream. They'll notice like there's information on my screen that tell them what solar system or whatnot I am, and then they'll fly over and blow me up because haha, that looks funny on stream. I don't particularly mind because in EVE you lose your ship, and that happens, especially when you're new. You're terrible at fighting people, and they are very good at fighting you. So you will lose your ship every once in a while. It happens. But I've seen streamers that are basically bombarded so much that they can't, like, really can't play. I kind of want to make sure that that doesn't happen to me. Right, so what do we need to train? Gunnery. Okay, where might I find... Actually, you want me to train gunnery? Oh, surgical strike. So one thing I actually love about this game is... Hang on, surgical strike. There we go. One thing I love about this game is all the skills that you need to... Like, you can do anything in this game. Well, as long as the game offers the option, of course. But you can do anything. If you want to be an industrialist, you can. If you want to be a miner, you can. If you want to be, like, a PvPer, you can. You'll need certain skills, and then it's good to improve on certain skills because they, like, make your... like the way that you fire better, make you better at maneuvering, etc. All those skills you need to learn, they take time. And as you can see, this skill that I'm learning right now is a like step 1 of this entire training path, which will take you like 33 minutes, real time. It'll persist through logging out and logging on. But there are skills that literally take like 30 days to train. So your character will be training this particular skill for 30 days straight. It can be a bit of a nuisance, but I like the concept that if you want to be good at something, it's going to take time, instead of just rushing through it. I like that. That also adds to the difficulty of the... I just started a 55-day skill, well, there you go. So how did you get only the info you don't want blurred? So what I did, because I had to look that up as well, like how, because I saw other people doing this too on stream. What I did is I'm basically, the screen that you're seeing right now, I'm streaming that twice, and the top layer is just a very pixely version of the lower version, of the lower screen. And I just resized that to the areas that I want blurred out. And there you go. Yeah, okay. You play for 55 days. Well, you don't have to play. That's the thing. The training of a skill persists through being offline. So you can stay offline for 55 days while it trains. That's a bit of a waste of time, though, because you also want to do, like, the game. But yeah, there are skills that take that long. But it's usually those are the skills that you really want when you're getting into, like, advanced stuff. When I'm flying right now, this thing is a pea shooter. If that, like, it's nothing. In contrast to some of the things that they have in this game. Let's see. But do you have to select them? Because I might forget about the game and play it like a month later. Well, if you add them to your training queue, so I got one skill that's training right now, which is just one, which is going to take 30 minutes. If I add like that one to it as well, like that, it'll just jump to the next one when the first one is done. So that's a fair way of like just queuing up. But with the 55-day skill, you kind of don't need a queue. And if you're like a freak, because you can play this game for free, but that has a couple of like negative sides to it. One of them being the fact that that your training will be slower, and you can't use half of the ships in the game and half of the skills in this game. So you kind of want to have a paid account, like I do, but you can start off trying it out for free. Which I think is fair, because this game is not for everyone. I gotta save up my coins again for a dad joke. I mean, I can gift you a dad joke if you want one. There we go. I don't want to fly to the other one. Let me lower the volume of the music just a notch, by the way. I feel it's a little loud. That's better. Seems like Eyes of Hunter already was ahead of me. Alright, so I believe we need to dock up, which is... right?
Warp drive active.
Alright, well, let's warp over there. In the meantime, yes, dad joke and all that. Hang on. There. Alright, so while we're flying over there, because I believe that area is kind of safe, especially in this thingy. We might as well, let me pause the music for a second, get you a dad joke. So, where did I leave that? There it is. Time for a dad joke. I had a bit of trouble with my computer the other day. And I didn't know what to do. So I called IT support, and they said, okay, so did you try disabling cookies? And I had to think for a second, and then I replied, well, I once bit the legs of a gingerbread man. So, I know, it's terrible. That's my newest addition to the channel, by the way, the whole dad joke thing. So thank you for claiming that, because I really was waiting for an opportunity to use that. Yeah, that's a dad joke. There's a missile. Boom. Love it. I'll make sure to claim one for you once I have more coins. That's perfectly fine, Celestial. Yeah, there we go. So, let me open that cargo. I mean, if we're here anyways, we might as well take it with us. Wow, 4 scrap. That's nice. So, let's dock up.
Warp drive active.
As a suggestion, could you put a stream timer as such so it isn't overused? Because I've got points on that's bad enough to do over and over. I'll have to think about how to do that. I think it's a good suggestion, so I'll consider it. But I'll have to see how to do that. Because the trouble is, because the coins are a new addition to Twitch, and I don't have control over it. I mean, I can configure it, what you can redeem, and what they look like. But the way that they work and interact with your stream, I don't have any control over. So I can't put a hold on it. We have like 300 concurrent viewers. I can imagine everyone spamming dad jokes. As soon as I ever hit that number, I'm gonna just raise the amount of coins you need for a dad joke. That's really the only way we can handle it. But I'll think about it, because there are a couple of ways in which I can circumvent the fact that it's going to be spammed. So good call. I'll think about it. Maybe there's like a timer that I can indeed like let run before the next dad joke is accepted. Because the thing is, you know, if you redeem it, it doesn't mean that I necessarily have to do it. It's on my discretion. And of course you want to do it because people redeem it. But I'll give it some thought. Thank you. Suppose you could raise the price. You just said that, yeah. Pop's back on leave. Oh yeah, Guardian. Ladies and gentlemen, Guardian Edge is one of my good buddies, also a streamer. And he's also going to come to TwitchCon, is what he told me. So that's going to be awesome. Let me quickly give you a shout out, buddy. There you go. League of Legends, really? Oh yeah, you played it on occasion. Where's TwitchCon this year? It is in Amsterdam, so that's like right around the corner for me. To equip new weapons. Okay. Let's also move that to the item hanger. Alright, let's see. So let's unfit that thing. And let's fit those. And the charges on it. And let's move that to the inbox. Upgrade complete, Captain. I know. I'm on since when? Since forever. How much does it cost to get in? I believe the tickets were 87 euros for 2 days or 47 for 1 day. Look what I got, Plexus. Yeah, you got the badge as well. Awesome. I have to say, the 2020 badge looks amazing. Also, GA, you totally missed the dad joke earlier on, which is unfortunate. It auto-assigns you with the badge when you register for TwitchCons. For TwitchCon, it like after about an hour, that's about the delay that they're saying. You should be able to pick it. Like if you look at the little a cog wheel that you like underneath the chat, you should be able to select which badge you want to show in the channel. The 2020 should be there then in about an hour after you bought the tickets. So you managed to find a thing that blurs out crucial EVE info. What did you do? Right, so I figured you would ask that at some point. So what I did is the game itself, I capture through a game capture, right, in OBS. Hang on, let me switch to another song. That's a little bit loud. There we go, that's better. So the game I capture through a... cockwheel. Well, no. So the game capture is what I use to capture the game itself, but you also have options to do a window capture or to do a screen capture, right? So what I did is I do the game capture for the actual game itself. Then on top of that, I'm doing about, let's see, 5 window captures. And those 5 window captures, I scale down to 640 by 480 pixels. Then I stretch them out again over 1920 by 1080, which completely pixelates it. And then I just rescale, like, I don't rescale, but I resize, so snippet the parts that I need. And I do that like 5 times on the crucial parts. It's a bit of work, but it costs like no extra CPU, and it's a perfect way to do it. So I advise you to make an extra scene for it, because it's a bit of work. It sounds complicated, it is, but it works. So Because, you know, as you can see, it's all blurred out now. It's easier to just not stream Eve. That's also an option. But I wanted to. My main character is in the Eve University at the moment, and they have some rules on streaming and whatnot. I can stream it, but I have to watch out for a couple of things, and I need to have like a 5-minute stream delay. So basically, don't stream. So I can't afford losing a Thanatos or a Phoenix. Well, I'll do what I do: make a new character and stream with that. You got through the application procedure. Yes, I got accepted into it, and it's a lot of fun. They're really warm and welcoming and all that. So my main character has actually moved to Null security space, which is like the dangerous part of Eve. It isn't, but that's what it's advertised as. And I'm learning a couple of new things over there that I didn't know about Eve just yet. So that's fun. I don't have any ship under 100 million. Ouch. Yeah, no. Nullsec is the best sec. I mean, depending on how you look at it, Nullsec is actually safer than highsec. Especially when you're just starting out. Because in high security, you currently have all those ganking corporations like... what are they called? Like Code? Who bullshit you into trying to buy like a mining permit or whatever. It's annoying. I rarely leave Null. At the moment, I don't either. It was amazing. I actually flew a Navy Vexor over there with an escort because I was like, I'm not going to fly that by myself, and that thing is way more expensive than what I'm willing to lose. And since you should never fly what you can't afford, I was like, you guys need to help me. I used to pay for people to transport my shit out of Null, yeah. Yay, Sentry Towers, that's fun. Now, I believe we just put blasters on, and the blasters have like, 3-kilometer range, so we need to get a little closer. I'm a baller like that. Alright, let's put the afterburner on again. Let's also group the weapons, because we're not going to use multiple target shooting anyways. Not at this range. I use a window sometime when I'm in a hurry. Yeah, I mean, that's also an option. You can also just, like, there's also, like, ships that can make, like, their own jumps, right? That don't need to use the portals. Alright, let's fire at it. Stealthyverse, what's going on? Buddy. Not a lot, actually. Just playing some EVE Online and having a blast. I made a new character, so we're doing the trading missions at the moment, which is a lot of fun. How about you? You're aware of the initial best, fastest way to train, right? Or are you just doing what you need and want? Well, on this character, I'm following more of like the conventional path and seeing where that brings me, because I've never really done that. I've always broken off of that, being like, no, I want to do this. So on my main character, yes, I know that there's faster ways to train, and I'm doing that. For this character, I will be more conventional. You're popping around Twitch, dude. Just got off work. Wow. I mean, I believe you're around the same time zone as I am, right? That's a late time to get off work. What did you do? Or is this normal for you? You gotta play it the way you want to. Huh. I did pick orbit 1000, right? Yeah. Get plus force. Well, that's one of the things that I love about the university. The EVE University actually offers a program where you can obtain plus force for 5 million per implant, which is wonderful. Because starting out, plus force costs like, what, 20, 30, 50 million a piece somewhere? So you don't have that kind of money when you're starting out. Chicago, get done around 2 p.m. Okay, so yeah, if you're in the US, then it's a fair time to get out of work. Over here, it's like 10 p.m. I'm like, wow, that's kind of late. 25 mil last time I checked. Well, there you go, yeah. Flashbacks to learning skills. Well, the flashback to buying all of them, like, oh, I need, like, I wanna fly that. Now I need 50 books to just even start to learn it. I mean, the time spent in just waiting for skills to be ready, that's fine, but like trying to like cipher through what do I need and then noticing that you need like over 100 skills just to fly the thing you want to fly. That's the most annoying to me. Just about to finish up another level 5. Dang. Also, let's open that cargo. We're here anyways. In the meantime, let's target you. Doomsday Rapid Firing 5. Dang. They offer up a lot of free skill points lately. I have about 1 mil worth of free skill points I can just apply. Yeah, when you create a new account, which is what I did, you actually, your first month of Omega only costs like €7, because they're cool like that. And then in addition, for like €4, you can buy a starter pack, which is 1 million free skill points and some random crap that you don't need. But 1 million skill points for €4, that's so fair. So I bought that, obviously, in my main character. Real men only need to fire a Doomsday once. Hello, Tanny. Untitled Stream Project. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. I mean, it's a really cool Discord server, though. Someone I recently met. We're all about growing together, helping each other out. Some of these guys are just staring at the screen, not talking. I can't help anyone who won't help themselves. I'm trying to talk crap. It's just how it is. I mean, starting out streaming is difficult, and I remember, I still consider myself starting out because I have, what, 500-something followers. I currently have, like, quite a few viewers, but I'm used to have, like, 4 to 5 viewers-ish on my channel. Oh, that's a lot of people, by the way. So I still consider myself starting out. It's hard because, especially when you're very new and you have like 0 viewers, or you're the only one that has like a separate window opens, or you're your only viewer, you know, that you have. To just keep talking, even though you know that nobody is listening, is an acquired skill. So I get that. After you've been streaming for a little while and you still just, you know, play the game and forget that you're streaming, yeah, I don't know, but it's an acquired skill, I guess. Now I'm closest to another dad joke. Oh, that's true. Oh, dang, they're so far away. Well, just come to me. This is when you want a micro warp drive rather than, you know, an afterburner. But I do love this game. There's this picture, and I always do love referencing it. That shows like a couple of MMOs, like the skill curve, like the difficulty curve for the game. And then it shows like World of Warcraft and all those others, and it's like a curve that is like slowly going up and then like leveling out. And then with EVE Online, it's like it's a mountain that just goes backwards, and then just people hanging from it and dying and falling off. And it's really how EVE Online feels at times. Because man, can it be difficult? But it's part of the charm, I guess. Hey, someone's got my emote. Stashing good. Very new myself, but when I have 0 viewer, I'm finding myself talking non-stop. I haven't had 0 viewers for the last few streams, and I'm super grateful. You're right, man. It's tough to do, especially in certain games. Yeah, and some games really do take your focus, and, you know, sometimes I do apologize to my stream, like, hey, you know, there's a lot going on my screen right now. hang tight while I finish this up, and then I'll read your messages. Because it happens that a lot of people are chatting, and in the meantime you're like, I'm playing, 1 second, then it happens. As long as you just apologize instead of just forget the fact that there's a chat going on. I think you're fine. Hey Lemmy, how are you? There we go. Our first Factorio stream, I was talking non-stop, so I'd just be standing around, not contributing to the base while Exiles it is, right? Yeah. Ran around and I did everything. Meanwhile, I got attacked with biters. Well, I mean, I was in, it was your second or third stream, right, when I joined you guys, and, I mean, you were being very active. It was perfect in my eyes. The only thing you needed was more viewers, but that'll, come with time. But it was very interactive, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. How's everyone doing? I'm being blown up. Other than that, perfectly fine. There we go. That should be it. Let's take the stuff with us. We're poor, so we need the money. I was balancing it a little bit better. Well, and once again, as I just said before, it's an acquired skill, and that doesn't mean like you're bad at it or whatever. But the fact that you have to multitask, like you want to have the full attention in the game, right? Poindexter, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the family. So you want to have that. That's 48 kilometers away. We're not going to grab that. You want to have that full attention in the game. You want to give the full attention to the chat. And you sort of have to balance those two. It's something that takes a little while. But you were doing it rather well, and I thoroughly enjoyed your stream. What's up? Hey, Rune. Yeah, Rune should be here. He was out for a cigarette, but he was floating around, so he should be back. Yes, let's activate that. Earlier you mentioned something about the music being too loud. I think I don't really hear any music, or is it just me? It could be. I mean, there is music, but it's very, very subtle. So I can raise the volume a little bit if you want to. Here you go. Yep. Ages and missions. We're gonna go find someone with some cool missions for us. Let's do the mission agents first, because that'll give us some ships to fly in. And let's start with a mining agent. Wait, I did. Oh, wait, we need to do career agents first, of course. That was the one I was looking for. And we still want to have the industry career path. There we go. Nyx. I've seen the Nyx, and that's an amazing ship. I kind of want to try that too. I honestly love how ambient Eve's music is. Once you get to nullsec, the music sort of stops playing. There's like 1 or 2 tracks that only play in null security, so you don't hear this music anymore. So I always grab the Eve playlist from YouTube, because I want this music with my game. I love it. It's so fitting for this game. Apparently, Super can do 30+ million a tick. There's actually a new, how long ago have you been playing the game, GA? Because I saw that there's a whole new line of ships, and they actually have a super, which is scary. Let me see if I can grab that. Where was it again? That's the one. Let's jump there. It was this one, the Triglavian Collective. Oh, you can't see that, it's a bit blurred. There you go. Triglavian Collective. If you look at the last ship of this, so the Dreadnought, this thing is scary. Look at that. That's amazing. I want to fly this at some point. If only just for the fact that it looks great. I'm online right now, you Willy. Hey, I don't know. We're not buddies on this character. I mean, I think we aren't. Hang on. No, we're not. Now we are. I mean, I know you gotta have something to wish for, right? This is a bit like dot on the horizon.
Warp drive active.
There we go. And that's another thing I love about this game. I mean, obviously you want to fly bigger ships and all that because it's cool. But the smaller ships definitely do have their place. So they have like Tech 2 variants, which are like the more luxurious versions. And like, for example, like the smallest ship that you can fly other than a shuttle is a frigate, which is what I'm in right now. The second class of that, like the one after, would be a destroyer. Now, a luxurious version of that is actually a ship that is really good at stopping other ships to prevent other ships from warping. So they definitely have a place. You don't need to have a battleship. You can definitely fly something smaller if you're good at it. And I find that interesting, that the game is not focusing like, get better, get bigger, get stronger, but more like play the way you want to, because there is a place for you no matter what you do. To me, that's cool.
Warp drive active.
Do-do-do-do-do-do. Now, when we dock over there, I also want to take a second look at my character, because I feel that he looks a bit meh, and we can do something about that. Rent is 65 million a month. You have your own station?
Accepted.
We have our own systems, bro. Why am I not part of your corp? Because I never asked. You get a point. Alright, so let's have a second look at our character, because, I mean, face and whatnot is okay, but the hair I'm not okay with. It's a bit too slick. I don't like the color. Yeah, I mean, we're capsuleers, which are basically like, you know, perfect people. So I kind of get the whole like plastic fantastic kind of look. That's fine. But I just didn't like the hair that much. Let's go for black roots and like blue hair. That's funny. One of those, hey, I got 1,000 followers, let's dye my hair blue kind of things. Which I'll probably never do because I can't with my work. I mean, I can, but I shouldn't. But I do support, like, I love it when people do that. Like, colored hair is amazing. I love it. You can, though. I mean, I know, but it's just... I had purple hair at our work. I know you did, Celestial. I mean, you know, for those of you that don't know, by the way, Celestial and I are colleagues. So I know Celestial, but it works for you. It doesn't work for my style. It definitely works for yours. I have to go like like that, like what I do right now. That's what I do. Maybe someday I'll do like a color that I can wash out pretty easily. Maybe that. Or maybe just a streak of color. Well, one thing I have been thinking about is dyeing my hair just slightly darker and then putting a streak of gray in, because that would totally be cool. So who knows? You know, I like this, like the darkness of this brown. It's just, it's too hazily. Fancy. But I guess this kind of works. Or we can go for like gray or something, right? There is a gray option, isn't there? See, that looks sort of cool. That's too white. That's too blonde. This reminds me of a famous politician in our country. Which is not a good thing, so let's not. Right, I'm gonna take a backseat and keep an eye on chat. I promise to hunt monsters with someone, so behave, chat. Thank you, GA. It's always a pleasure having you here. I mean, I guess this works. Yeah. Even style-wise, I think this is cool. We can still go for something else like that. Ah, too blocky. Too bold. This is what I have, but like, no. There you go, chat. On me. Oh my, we're gonna go for another dad joke. Oh my. Hang on. Looks like the atypical NPC mini-boss is jerk and tells you master plan before you escape and kill him. You're a generic James Bond supervillain. Yes. I should have given him that name. That would be cool. Like, generic super boss. That would be funny. Anyways, another dad joke that was redeemed. While we switch over to the other screen, let me think of one, because I probably have one for you guys. Because that's part of the joke. Like, you know, that once you redeem it, I have to think of one on the spot. But I should be able to. So let's quickly switch over to the dad joke. Which one do I have for you guys? Oh, right. This is a fun fact, actually. It's not really a joke, it's a fact. Did you know that crocodiles, like the black caiman, can grow up to 18 feet? Most of them only have 4, though. All right, let's see. American dad jokes. It's fun. I do enjoy dad jokes. I mean, for those of you that haven't been following me for that long, this is actually part of the reason why my name is like Papa Zillion. Back when I started streaming, I used the username Zillion, which is fine, I guess. That's just, you know. But, you know, and that was the way that I streamed and everything. And then I took a sabbatical from streaming because it didn't really start up and I wasn't really feeling it and everything. And then I came back and I was like, okay, so I want to do this right this time. I want to grow, I want to do it right. And tweet dad jokes every day. I should, actually. so I wanted to do it right this time. And I was like, okay, so one thing I need is something that fits my channel, sort of like a general theme or something like that. So I went for one, I went for this color. I like this color, so that's my channel color. And then I was like, okay, so why zillion is nothing, right? I mean, it's like a zillion somethings, but it's not something. So I was like, okay, so what is a defining characteristic which I would like to blend in with my channel? And back then I was a young dad. I mean, I still am, but like I only recently became a dad. And I was like, okay, so I'm a father. I like dad jokes. My gaming skills are really like dad level because I'm terrible at most games, and that's sort of like a general theme there. So I was like, okay, so we can go for like Daddy Zillion, not the right name usually online. So I figured I'd go for Papa. So there you go. That's where Papa Zillion came from. So the whole dad joke thing totally blends in with it. It's just part of my channel, and I thoroughly enjoy them. Like you asked Celestial, I do them at work all the time as well. I'm terrible, so. See, there you go. The whole daddy thing is just not going to work. I mean, it does, but then it doesn't. So I figured Papa. You're not young. I am GA. I'm 32. That's still like nowadays. That's still considered young. I still have to work until I'm 72, so I'm young. Also, no, I want to keep the brows that I had. There we go. So that's fine. Let's have a look at the eyes. You know what? I kind of like the one that I had there. This one. Maybe a different color, though. Anyways, backseat. Time to hunt monsters. Perfectly fine. Do what you love and you never have to work a day in your life. I totally agree, Celestial. That's, I mean, you know, don't make your hobby your work, because that is something... Most people think that it means to make your hobby your work. Don't do that. But definitely do something that you love and you don't have to work a day in your life. But then you're working for this company. Yeah, but I'm doing something that I love. And I'm being myself in it. And, you know, that works. Or shall we just... Yeah, we'll just keep those eyes. I mean, I like the color. It's inviting enough, isn't it? Yeah. Alright. So the eyes are fine. The hair is good as well now. I mean, we can go for something like this, but this might be a bit too much. You're the main one. Love the stash. Thank you. Yeah, it's actually... The stash is also one of my... emotes that I use. It's the newest one, actually, that I added to the bunch. But yeah, you know, because I have, like, the three emotes that I have. They're also, like... down in the panel, but the three ones that I have are the ones that I use a lot as well when I'm visiting other channels. It's that one, and then we have my little baby boy Lester. I figured I'd turn him into an emote as well. And then I had like a lot of followers or a lot of like people consistently in the channel. There was like a threshold that you get another emote. I believe the amount of subscribers at some point. That was the threshold. And then I got the stash one. I figured, you know, it fits the channel. It's the same color, it's the stash, why not? A lot of people think streaming sounds so easy. Personally, I find the notion of having to play games for 8 hours a day and set times to be total cancer and be social while doing it. Well, you know what it is, Sarah, and I agree with you there. This is one of those typical, like a lot of streamers love playing games and then they decide to go and become a professional streamer, which I'm fine with. Like, you know, if that's your life goal, you should go for it. And for some people it works out, so it's a wonderful choice. But make sure that you know that you're giving up a hobby and you're turning it into work. Because if you have to live off of it, if you're like, if I come home, you know, like yesterday, I was supposed to stream yesterday because I usually do that on Tuesdays. But I was kind of tired and I had a rough day, was like busy. And I was like, okay, so no stream tonight. And I just went to bed early. If it's my job, I kind of have to because I have bills to pay. I have a kid, I have a wife, I have a house. You know, I have my bills to pay, so I have to. So I agree with you. Once you turn it into work, that gives it a whole different dynamic, which is not necessarily bad, but it's something you need to consider. You know, I do it for fun, and if I don't make any money on streaming, it's fine. I'm just having a laugh with you guys here. I'm having fun. So you know, that's a big thing there. It becomes a job. I think you don't enjoy the games as much as usual since you have to focus on the stream instead of the game itself. There you go. You ever played Little King Story? The dad joke music is also used in that game, so it sounded familiar to me. Ah, okay. Little King Story. What platform? Is it like a PC game? Because it doesn't ring a bell. And I've played lots of games. Maybe not this one, but was it PC or was it like an older console? In the meantime, let's have a look at what kind of shirt. It was on the Wii and later on PSP. Well, I do have a Wii, so maybe... I don't have it, but let's see. Little King... Sorry, I'm kind of curious now. No, that doesn't ring a bell. I don't believe I played that. But the tune that I used for the dad joke thingy is actually... Hang on. There we go. The thing that I use for the dad joke is actually a free clip that you can use on YouTube. It's a YouTube 1890s marching band song, which is copyright free, so I figured I'd use that. It's a really fun and quirky game, mostly using classical arrangements for the music. Ah, and I love classical music, so I might have to check that out at some point. So, you people in chat, what do you think? Do we need a different shirt? Like something like just normal shirt like that? Or do we need to like lose the shirt? Do we need to lose the jacket? Like what are we going to do? We can do this too. It's a bit, I don't know, but... Plugin. Got anything that says Daddy likes leather? This game shouldn't be too realistic, okay? Despause, buddy, thank you so much for the 300 biddies. Welcome. How's your day been? We can go for something like this, like way classy. I like this look. It's a bit like buttoned up, but I like it. This sort of sexy man on screen. Actually, without the shirt is fine, herder. Yeah, I figured. And you look good too. Well, thank you, Des. As a matter of fact, this is something that we were talking about the other day, Celestial. We were talking about the fact that, like, at work, I always wear like a suit, usually even with a tie or something. But like, I'm always like suited up. And you were like, I never seen you in a t-shirt. Well, I mean, here you go. Did that rainbow with the character fit, right? I saw that as a GIF, and I was like, I need that for my biddies. OP did not disappoint. Thank God. So yeah, I mean, we can go for like, I don't. This is meh. ASDF movies, best thing to use. Yeah. Pfft, screw gravity. Honestly, after Rage Comics, that was like my I like trains. After Rage Comics, I think that was like the best thing on the internet ever. I have that as my following, but not the rainbow, but the ASDF reference. Really? I have a hard time picking. The hello turtle! Ah, my follow notification. Hello! That's great. I also, like, whenever I see something like that, especially with ASDF, because that is a prime example. Whenever you see that, I always have this moment where I wonder, okay, so how did the creative process go, right? Like, just some artists sitting together and being like, dude, we need to make something funny. And then you look at each other dead in the eyes like turtles that blow up when you stand on them but have a cute voice. And then you just start animating it. It had to be something like that, right? But I always do try to wonder, like, how did you come up with a turtle that blows up when you step on it? But it's funny. Guys, I don't know. Shall we just go for, like, this one? I mean, it's a bit buttoned up, but it's classic. Classy, I should say. I mean, the name should speak for itself. Yeah, but how do you even think of it? Like, as soon as you think of Mine Turtle, sure. But I mean, that's something. I don't wake up in one morning and be like, mine turtle. Like, how does that come to mind, you wonder, right? I mean, ASDF, well, I mean, that's you know. I think so. Yeah, let's just go for this with this for the shirt. And now, bottom wise, there is a set of pants that go with this actually. There we go. As place the thought process is random, you got a point there. Yeah, let's go for that. And these boots actually do work really well. We can use the brown ones though, because they look even better. Yeah. It's a logical following of letters. Look at you being all smart. You got a point though. Oh, there's still... Yeah, we're not going to wear glasses. We don't need that. Smart! Whenever someone says QWERTY, I have to think of something. It's back in the IRC days, right? When you were just chatting and that was fun for your Friday afternoon. And there was just chat going on about EP and all that. And at some point, some dude was like, "Well, you know, we can talk about EP, but mine's like really large. If I put it on my keyboard, it would stretch from A to Z." And everyone was like, "Have a look at your keyboard and reconsider what you just said." Ask Papa anything. Hey, what do you think about bears? Do you mean like beers, as in the drink, or the actual animal? Because I have an opinion on both, but I want to make sure that I answer the right question for you. The animal. Okay, just wanted to make sure. So, what's your opinion on bears? They're animals, I guess. I find them. What I find intriguing and interesting about bears is the fact that we are from an early age we are taught that bears are cute and funny and interesting and cuddly and all that because teddy bears, and then you get to that age where you learn like in school about bears and they're like they're basically like running murder machines. If you catch one in the wild, he's gonna rip your face off. So I love the stark contrast between that. I'd have to say my favorite bear at the moment is the teddy bear that my son has because it's cute and he loves it too because he gives him kisses when he goes to sleep, which is cute. Other than that, I think aesthetically my favorite bear would... I walk in on bear chat. Yeah, I mean, someone asked a question, Kuritsu. Polar bears usually, yes. I mean, yeah, but they have to go around for days without food. So I mean, that would naturally make you more aggressive, I think. And mama bears when you get close to cubs. Fair enough. No, I think my favorite bear aesthetically would be a panda because it's just, how did nature decide that the panda has to look so cute, right? So aesthetically, panda would definitely win. They're a bit on the lazy sides concerning reproduction and all that, so that gives them some minus points. I think is it the American black bear? That's not a really large bear, like in contrast to the others, but it's like it looks really pretty. So I think if you're asking me what my favorite would be, it would be the American black bear, I think. Do we want to talk about the Arctic circle, literally bear circle, and an Arctic circle, literally circle without bears? I mean, do we? Black bear is my favorite too. High five. Yeah, we're gonna stick with this tattoo. I like that, scanning above his head. Also, one thing we totally skipped is his facial hair. Do we want to give this dude some facial hair? Because unfortunately, they don't have as cool a mustache as I do. But we have something like that, I guess. But it's so meh. This could work, maybe. You know what? We'll just go for this. Screw it. Body modifications, that's still all fine. Alright, let's give him a funny, position and then just make the photo, because this is too meh. Reset. Can you not edit in an awesome stash as an overlay? Not within this game, unfortunately. I mean, obviously, Photoshop can do everything, but it doesn't work like that within the game. This is the best I can do. I can give him like a weird smile though, which is, you know, that doesn't really help, does it? Hang on. There we go. Just a normal. Lower that a little bit. An OBS perma-stash. Yeah, and then I'm finally done. We go to another screen and it's like, what is that stash doing there? Oh, this tune. Hang on, this one needs to go a little louder. Back years ago, this was the song. This is the theme song of EVE Online. Great look, so sexy, right? Like, I'm not going for sexy, I'm going for funny. Never really played EVE Online. Oh, you should. I mean, for one, it's free to start out, and it's if you like games that challenge you mentally rather than just, you know, do this, do that, grind a bunch of stuff and you're done. This game is cool. It's lurking, but now laughing out loud. Waves in Australian. Hello, Betty. There was also an option to like tilt your head, wasn't there? Thought there was. Yeah, there we go. This is gonna be terrible. The raised eyebrow is just terrible, isn't it? That's so weird. Yeah, this is a look that is gonna be like, it's gonna be funny. Hang on. Love it. Anyways, Papa, I must go sleep. Love you, and you're awesome. Likewise, Deathpaws. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the biddies, man. That's so kind. You really don't have to, but I do appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, Des. Buddy, you're amazing. Thank you. But I do. Okay, then. Begrudgingly, okay. I used to perfectly capture what I look like in family photos. I mean, like, you have wonderful hair if you look like this in family photos. Hello Neighbor Nightmare character, yes. No, I like the weird laugh. That's cool. Also, off the bat here, enjoy the rest of your stream and evening. You too, Celestra. Are you in the office tomorrow, by the way? One final dad joke, please. Ah, you got enough. Great. I can postpone this for a little while and make you stay up. Yes, I'll be there. Great. So I do hope to see you again tomorrow morning. Now, obviously, I can wait with the dad joke for another like I don't know 10 minutes. So you'll stay around a little longer, but I'll be a good guy and not do that because that would be terrible. So you wanted to have a dad joke, all right then. Where did I leave the music? Hang on. Let us switch over then. Dad. I still need to get used to my new. Flow within OBS, but here we go. Time for another dad joke. This is the third time this stream already. Like, they're really popular. They're selling like hotcakes, people. So, as we dive into history, we'll learn that the most corpulent knight at King Arthur's Round Table was Circumference. He acquired a size from eating too much pie. Love it. Well, I'm out. On that note, yes. Okay, I'm out. Gotta go sleep after that. That's perfectly fine. Despot, see you around, buddy. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow, Celeste. Sleep well. Alright, let's see. An interesting background. I want to have something light. Yeah, something like that. That works. What's the difference between this one and... that was a little bit more from there. I like this one better, I think. Alright, so this one... There we go. That was the brow movement that I was looking for. And just slightly off camera. Perfect. Submit this picture as your portrait. This is how other pilots will see you from now on. I mean, I almost don't dare to press OK, but let's do it. Love it. Alright, let's lower that music just a little bit again. What's the time anyways? It's 5 to 11, so I feel that we can do a couple more missions. And then I want to call it a night as well on the stream. But let's do a couple more missions. This was a lot of fun. Let's see, so the agents over here, there should be one that is doing industry, right? Industry, there we go. Hello. We're getting a miner. Are we also getting like a mining ship? We don't. All right. We need to mine 1,000 Veldspar. There, okay. So let's move that. Oh. Go. That one is empty. Okay, so we're gonna mine in this ship. That's terrible, actually, but let's do it. I thought you were gonna get a mining ship at some point in the start. Oh well.
Warp drive active.
Alrighty, let's see. There we are. Now let's keep an eye out for any combats, because I feel within this mission we're probably gonna get jumped by a couple of pirates. Also, it's so weird to mine in this ship, but we'll have to do it. As a matter of fact, what are the bonuses for the ship? I don't even know. Disruption, combat, hybrid turrets, missiles. The ECM really on this. And shields. Interesting. Alright, so keep mining. Also, I should probably drop another skill in here, which would be... We're gonna need a couple more of the... no, not frigate, hang on. Oh yeah, no, we do need frigate. Never mind. There we go. Alright, so he requests specifically for 1,000 Veldspar, right? Not necessarily 1,000 cubical meters. Alright. No combat. I'm surprised. I would have expected that there was going to be some pirates jumping us. Maybe the asteroid just depletes at 1,000 and then we need to fly back. That's the idea. Well, I am full, so that's fine. We actually have a little bit extra. That's nice.
Warp drive active.
And I believe the asteroid is depleted as well, even. No, it isn't. Okay, but, like, yeah. No, fair enough. Alright, let's get back then. So the extra Veldspar that we have, I believe we can actually refine that, and we'll have a horrible conversion rate. But by doing so, we actually get a little bit of Tritanium, and we'll need that for a future mission, if I remember correctly, when I was doing this for the first time. So that would be an approach.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
There we go. That was a lot of money. Nice. Let's see. Request mission. Aha, there we go. Let's see, reprocess. Also, can I sell this, or is that's actually a nice price? Let's sell that. So now we have a venture that makes me really happy. Use blueprint, that was the one I was looking for. Let's make, he wanted me to make 2. Let's make 3, because I want to have one myself as well. Was it? Oh, it's only 2, okay. Run it. That's gonna take 10 minutes. Fine. Now let's keep that. Oh, and in the meantime, let's refit the ship so we can take the miner off. Put the light electron blaster back on again with the iron charges, which also go into the hull. Let's keep that online. And over here, let's assemble the Venture. And put the miner on, obviously. Two times civilian afterburner. Well, you can buy them off the market, but I believe they're kind of expensive. Yeah, I'm not going to buy that. 120. Someone's really trying to make a profit here. Yeah, we're not going to do that. We'll be cool and wait for about 10 minutes, was it? 8 minutes still. That's fine. In the meantime, we can go and mine a little bit. Hey, Borker! Always wanted to start playing this game. Never did, though. I mean, nowadays it's free to start and to give it a whirl. And if you like it, then you can always decide to start paying for it. It's definitely worth it. So just give it a try, at least. It's not for everyone, but, you know, trying out for free is always a good thing. Let us go to an asteroid belt.
Warp drive active.
Let's get some massive score die. That's the plus 10 one, right? Yes. What's the range? 10 kilometers. There we go. I know a couple of people who start to get the shakes when you mention the game. Big time former EVE junkies. I mean, this is one of those games, if it's for you, like it's not for everyone, but if it is for you, this game draws you in rather well. And I don't hate on other MMOs like Warcraft or whatever. As a matter of fact, I had a lot of fun with Warcraft. But that being said, EVE is a whole different game entirely. It's so it offers a different depth than most other MMOs, and I happen to like that. Wait, someone's actually mining in this thing? I believe they are. Wow, that's something. They are! How amazing. I mean, that's a way to do it. Alright, there's probably a way that I can check my industry from here, right? Yeah, there we go. Alright, so 5 more minutes, then those two should be done. Yep. 5 more minutes and this one should be done. I've been looking for a while. I got to say what I like, what I've seen so far. Seems quite laid back if you want it to be. Yes, in the tutorial. However, and what's not laid back about this game, but also makes it really intriguing, is the fact that you're never safe. Right now, I mean, it's scrambled because I have to watch out for stream snipers. But if you look up there, you'll see like a little bit of green, like over here. That is my system that I'm in right now, and the fact that it is green, it is a 0 point something security system. Now, the higher that is, 1.0 would be the highest, the more security there's around, like NPC based, like police, I guess, that if someone attacks you, they should be around and help you out. That gives you the idea that you're safe in a location like that. Oh, there's some NPC attackers. So that would give you the idea that you're safe or something. Thing is, however, you're never, because there are players that will just suicide blow you up just for fun, while you're just out there mining and being a good guy. That happens, unfortunately. So you're never safe, because they just blow you up for fun, and then they get blown up too, or they get away, actually. So that happens. And then there's the outer space where there's no one except for people that want to kill you. And then there's you, who just tries to get some mining done. Yeah, let him fire at me. I'll be okay. So you have to keep an eye on your radar and everything all the time. That being said, however, if you're in like a corporation with people watching your back, yeah, it can be very laid back. It's an online game after all. Yeah, and I mean, the biggest rule in EVE Online is don't fly what you can't afford, because you will lose it at some point. You know, dying is very much a part of this game. If you can accept that, you're gonna have a fun time. And, you know, that's the way I approach it too. I have fun, and if I get blown up, unfortunate. You know, as long as it's not a stream snipe, because that's just silly. But everything else, it's fine. It happens. Let's have another look at the industry. There we are. 2 more minutes. But what I do love about this game is you can do everything. Like with Warcraft, for example, you need to pick that you're a shaman, and then you're stuck to shaman things, right? With this game, you have sort of like a basic setup that you start off with. But if you want to like transfer and do something entirely different, you can. You are allowed to do everything in this game. Given the time that you've trained your skills, you can do everything, which is fun. Let's see, how's the ore hold looking? It's not a lot, but it's something. Our shield is tanking it. We'll be okay. Have you been playing this game for long? I've played it years and years back. I played it a little bit, like 10 days, 20 days somewhere. Then I didn't for years, and now I've only gotten back for about a week. So I'm still pretty fresh. Alright, let's head back.
Drive active.
Wonderful ship, huh? It looks beautiful. What is your goal for this runner playthrough? Well, I mean, I have my main character, which is part of the EVE University, because I also still need to learn a lot more about the game. They do allow to stream, but there are some like restrictions on it, which are quite big restrictions if you think of it from a streaming point of view. So what I did is I made this character, which is going to be my streaming character. I think I want to get with this character into like the industry side of things, the market side of things, and take you on a journey of how it is to try and be a mogul in this game, to try and make some money by playing the marketplace, which can be interesting. In contrast to most people who just do PvP and blowing other people up, I want to make a difference and be the economic side of things and be good at that, and maybe at some point even teach people how it works. But that's future talk for now. For now, I need to learn the game myself, which is also fun to stream. So you know, that's what I do for now. That can go into the item hanger. Sounds like I would like to play the game. I mean, feel free to try it. As a matter of fact, if you do want to try it, let me get, because there is like a link that I can give you. If you sign up through that, I get like a little bonus. So if you're honestly considering making an account, please do it via mine. I need to have the, let's see, the link. Not big on PvP and trolling, to be honest. Me neither. And I actively try to avoid it where I can. And if you're smart about it, you can. Like if you keep an eye on your surroundings, if you're not just like blindly flying somewhere, so just because there is an option to autopilot, just put it on autopilot while you're flying somewhere, so just leave. That's asking to be blown up. If you are okay with keeping an eye on it, then you're gonna have a good time. Let's see. I actually need to log in on the website and whatnot, so give me 1 second. Making sure that I'm not streaming this. There we go. Cool. There are tutorials, right? That level gaming applies for me as well, you know. Yeah, don't worry. As you start out flying with a very small ship in space, and there's like stuff in your screen that points like, okay, click here, do that, watch out for this. This is happening. Take your time with that. You're going to be perfectly fine, especially with the area you start out with. You're safe. You're like in sort of like a contamination field. I'm currently doing the career missions, which will take you through the various like career paths in Eve. Like there's more to it than just this, but they actually show you like, okay, so how is it to be an industrialist? How is it to be in the military, etc. Nightwolf sneaks in. Hello, Nightwolf. I see you. So yeah, it does take you by the hand a little bit, but there is a steep learning curve. But there is a lot of the Idiot's Guide Through the Galaxy. Yeah. There are some good sources to check as well, like the Eve University wiki. It's like a wiki that has, I don't know, like 1 million pages on everything. So if you're not sure, read up on it over there. You'll be fine. So there's the link. Feel free to use that to sign up. I'm actually going to save that link because I'm going to use that more often than I think. So for all of you, if you want to sign up and make an account on Eve, it is completely free to start out. Use that link, please. Because it helps me and, you know, help me help you. Alright, let's reprocess this because we're going to need that. There we go. I think the afterburner should be ready by now. Yes, deliver. Wonderful. Where's the agent? There we are. TWITCHCON, Yep, I'm going. How about you? There we go. Expanded cargo hold. I think we're going to put that on our mining ship. I know it's not the best choice, but it's okay for now. I'm on the fence, to be honest. Why? What makes you wonder? And how can I make you make the choice? Destroy the rogue drones and mine the Veldspar for your agents. Okay, so we're gonna have to. We're gonna have to like fire at them and then secure. Can we fit a turret on this? We can actually. Wow, that's cool. Hang on. So let's move that there. Let's make that active for a second. Let's get that out and that out. Let's make that one active again. It's always a bit of a puzzle. Ship fitting and there we are. Light electron blaster. Wait. There we are. I was gonna say. That should be enough. We should be able to kill him with that. Well, one reason to go was initially to be with a certain person, but that's different now in a way. Also financial reasons. Fair enough. I'm not really sure if it's worth going for me personally. I mean, that's a fair thing, right? And then there is lots of people that are going to stream it, so you can watch those streams. While I am intending to go, I'm not going to walk around with like a GoPro or whatever, so I won't be streaming it per se. But there will be lots of other people's that will be doing that. I mean, you know, for you, because you're also, you know, coming from a little farther away. For me, it's only like the days itself. Like it's the ticket, which is around 80 euros. That's fine. I don't need accommodation. You would probably also need a hotel room, and that's going to make it a lot more expensive because the hotel prices are skyrocketing, of course. So I totally get that. And if you don't, I mean, if you are, I'd love to meet you over there, but if you don't, I totally get it. You know, that's fair. All right, so let's do this mission then, and then I think I'm gonna call it a night. But let's finish this one up first. I would need a hotel room, bus or train ticket. Yeah, so all in total is gonna be like 400 or 500 euros, like, you know, minimum. That's an investment for something you're not even sure you even want to go to. So.
Warp drive active.
And I really don't have 400 euros just sitting around. No, not for something like this. Maybe not even, but like no, certainly not for just a weekend. I get that. So, I mean, if you do happen to decide to come, I'd be very happy, and I'd love to meet you, but totally understand if you don't, and then it's fine. Let's see. We need you, you, you. And if I had them, I'd use them on other things. Yeah, that's also a thing. There we go. In the meantime, let's also mine. I mean, I plan to do a weekend trip to Amsterdam at some point anyways, because it's an interesting city. Yeah, but like if you're going to do a city trip, you're not going to go to TWITCHCON, right? Because if you go to TWITCHCON, you're not going to see a lot of Amsterdam, unless you plan to make it like a 4-day stay, which is going to be even more expensive. So, I mean, I don't think it's smart to combine those two. No need to have triple the cost, though, just cost TWITCHCON. Exactly. That's what I say. Yes, we agree. You need 7,000 tritanium in your cargo hold. Dang. Okay, so we're gonna need a little more than this. Probably just gonna come to that area another time. And if you do, I mean, please do let me know, because, you know, I would love to meet you. Yes, I would love to, Nightwolf. In the everlasting words of Rocco, I'm in. Great, Borker. One more tip, by the way, when you're creating a character, you get a choice of like 4 different races, if you will. It doesn't really matter, so go for aesthetics, because it doesn't really matter. Ship-wise, there's a bit of a difference, but you can cross-train and whatnot. You're not missing out on anything if you pick one over the other. So go for what feels right and for aesthetics. How are you doing, by the way? How's your wife doing? I'm pretty good, because, you know, just life, I guess. And the wife is doing okay as well. She's entering the 3rd trimester of the pregnancy, of course, so she's getting a little bit more tired, a little bit more, you know. But, I mean, she's surviving. She's doing well. And she's getting, like, a really big belly, so it's cute. I don't feel anything, you sure? Oh my. That's 100%. Love it. Alright, so this should be enough if I'm not mistaken. Let us return to the station.
Warp drive active.
Because I believe this plus what we already mined when we were waiting for the... are we expecting? Yes, Borker. I already have a baby boy who's going to be 1 in about a week, on the 1st of February. But I am also expecting a baby girl, who, if everything goes according to plan, will be born halfway April, so April 20th-ish.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Damn, son. Alright, let's move that there. Combine them. Let's reprocess them. There we go. Moving some stuff from one place to another. Yes, we're gonna do that, but not tonight. I do want to fit this onto my ship. There we go. I still can't get my head around the fact that my twins will be 1 year old in a month. You had twins, Barker? That's amazing. I can't even imagine how hard it must be to get twins. Like getting a baby is like, oh my god, completely life changing. And then you don't have one, but you have two at the same time. That's gonna be really hard. I can only begin to imagine how that's gonna be. Wait do you think when you get the second child? That's what I mean. Yeah. April 20th, she might share a birthday with one of my younger siblings then. Well, she might. I will know the exact date in about a month because, well, I mean, unless she comes early. But my wife is going to get a planned C-section. So we'll know the exact day unless she comes early, of course. We have a 12-and-a-half-year-old and 11-month twins, all boys. Wow, that's a 1 2.5-year-old. I was like, a 12-and-a-half-year-old and then 11-month. I was like, that's a big gap. All boys. I mean, you know, that saves you on not having to be at the gate like, who are you? Are you dating my daughter? That's something I have to look forward to. You know, when she's like 16, she comes home and is like, well, Dad, this is him. And you're like, there's nothing cool about him. What? That's gonna be so much fun. You know, it's that we don't have shotguns in the Netherlands, but I would totally like be waiting at the door with the shotgun and be like, oh, you're gonna take out my daughter, huh? Come in, let's have a talk. Right. I'm gonna call it a day for today for Eve. So let me. Oh, that's not the right one, by the way. We need to go. There, that's better. Nerdy Red Artistry raiding. Thank you so much for the raid. I was actually just about to go and call it quits, but you're still very welcome to come and raid me. Hello everybody, for those of you that don't know me, I am Papa Zillion. I stream random things like games, one of them being EVE Online, which is what I was doing right now. I also do Twitch Sings and well, a lot of other things. I am a variety streamer. And I'm a big fan of Nerdy Red Artistry because she does amazing makeup, as you might know, because you come from her channel. Hello, friend. I own a gun, young. Oh, okay, well, yeah. Well, I mean, over there it might be allowed, but yeah, over here, like, the worst thing you can have at home is, like, I don't know, a kitchen knife, I think. The rest is all outlawed over here. So for those of you that were just joining the raiding party, thank you so much for raiding, and you're more than welcome to jump along with me and to the next raid. Because I was actually... I heart your face, I gotta go get my daughter from school. I'll catch you next time. Perfectly fine, Nerdy. I'll see you around. So I was also actually just, you know, wrapping up and getting a raid together. So if you want, you are more than welcome to join along in the raid. Let's make it a raid train. But in order to do so, I need to have a look who is online at the moment and who deserves our raid. So let's quickly have a look who's out there. I usually do like the smaller streamers because, you know, when you raid with like 5 or 6 or 10 people, it just makes that much more of an impact to someone who only has like 1 or 2 viewers. I enjoy seeing that smile, you know. So let's have a look if there's someone like in that region that just totally deserves it. We could go to Kara, I think. We can go to Kitty. We can go to... let's have a look what Kara is doing at the moment. She's AFK. Wah wah. Kitty is doing Twitch things, so that's an option. And then let's see. If you guys have a suggestion, by the way, for a raid, you're always more than welcome to put it in the chat, because I do like visiting someone new. But if not, I think we are going to... Let's see the rest of the list. No. We're going to... The real Darian. Let's have a look. Let's see. Oh, I've been in his channel before. Yep. Cool guy. Agreed. Let's give him a raid. Good friend of yours. All right, then we'll give him a raid. Oh, wait, no, don't go to their channel now. It's actually a slash command. There we go. But I did want to do that. If you want to do the raid message, feel free to copy and paste that. You don't have to, of course. Hi and bye. Sorry I missed you. That's perfectly fine, Adalia. Still, I'm very happy that at least you said hi. And obviously, I will be back again tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow's Thursday. Yes, I will be back again. I will probably be playing EVE Online, but I might switch over to Twitch things. You never know with me. But I'd hope to see you again tomorrow. Same time, different date. I was going to say same date, but it's not the same date. It's going to be tomorrow. It's the 23rd then. So, I'll see you guys around, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.